Hello YouTube! In this video, I'll be painting Winter Soldier from the newest Crisis Protocol 2-player starter box. I start with an overall coat of black primer. I then use a grey primer, painting the mini at about 80 degrees. This leaves the underside and all recesses mostly black. I then spray white in only one direction at about 40 degrees. The idea is that this white area is where the potential light source is projecting onto the mini. Now that the primer is dry, I start by painting his metal arm and knife blade with enchanted steel. While the arm is drying, the pants are painted with Tyrian navy, being careful not to get the colour on other areas. Now I go over the arm with Tidal Wave to give the metal a strong blue tone. When using speed paints this way, I find there are times when I need to touch up the white where a previous colour has gotten on the wrong areas. Rather than using a paintbrush, I thought I would try this AK Interactive paint pen to simplify it. I think it works well for this purpose. Using Grim Black, I paint the boots, knee pads, holsters and belt. Then, before I paint the vest and gloves, I give the metal arm a thorough dry brush with natural steel. Now I can give the gloves and vest a coat of Grim Black. This mini is a little bit different to the board game minis I usually paint in these videos. These minis are going on the shelf when they're done. They're not going to spend 99% of the time in the box like most of the board game minis do. So I'm going to use the techniques I've learnt painting board game minis with speed paints, but take it a step further and add a bit of extra detail using my other technique. I'm going to try and keep it relatively simple and approachable. My own goal is not to get bogged down in the details. I often find when painting these high quality minis that I spend more time than I should painting details that probably aren't necessary for the overall look of the mini. Give the metal arm a dry brush highlight with silver, targeting only the most raised areas. Now the arm's highlighted, I use Grim Black to shade the edges of the star. Desolate Brown is used on the Hydra ammo box. I think it's an ammo box. Both guns are painted with Gravelord Grey for a different tone to the Grim Black. Just when you thought I was done with Grim Black, it's black again. This time I'm just using it to shade the recesses of the straps on the armoured vest. Both guns are getting a second coat of Gravelord Grey. This will make the weapons darker, but also increase the contrast between the shadows and the highlights. Speaking of increasing the contrast, I'm using Tidal Wave in the recesses of the arm to really bring out that blue colour and increase the contrast on the arm. Black purple is used on the straps of the vest to make them stand out from the rest of the vest. These straps are then highlighted with burnt umber. Neutral grey is used to paint the hinges and locks on the chest. I then use it to edge highlight the most raised details of the guns. I'm painting the eyes with straight black, getting ready to paint the face. Using very light pressure, warm grey is used to highlight the most extreme highlights on both guns and also the knee pads and the holsters. Now the part I've been putting off for some reason. I start off with a base coat of brown rose for his face. Then I use a very thin down light flesh to highlight the face. The buckles on his bulletproof vest are picked out with natural steel. Dark wood is used to paint his hair. Wine red is used as a base coat for the star and for the Hydra logo on the ammo crate, before they both get a final highlight of blood red. That's it, he's done. I finished off the base off camera, so you guys didn't need to watch that. Very happy with the result. I'm enjoying combining speed paints with my usual techniques. It's definitely a faster process, and it's helping to stop me from getting bogged down in the details. Thanks for watching.